We under a bridge and all this junk. I'm going to eventually come over down, pick up a lot of this junk and throw it, get rid of this. Kind of help clean up the environment a little bit, y'all. This is just some junk. This is the reason why our rivers are so trashy, is because people that live down here, I don't believe anyone lives on this side anymore. I think that all been cleared out. There's so much junk that goes into our rivers and trash up our rivers because people, would rather live this way. And it's very messy. I am planning on coming down here with a trash bag and picking it up. And because this is just trashy, y'all. This is just ridiculously trashy. A lot of people are like, man, why are you picking all this up with your bare hands? Because I ain't got my gloves with me right now. And I don't live very far from here. So what I'm doing, I'm just kind of moving the trash away from near the river here. So when I do come back and pick up the trash, it'll be easier for me to pick up. This is just insane on how people live. Unless I may end up keeping the and we got these little books here with the accounting information system. Could be someone that was studying this, or could be someone just stealing stuff. You never know what people steal nowadays, y'all. This is just insane. So you have all these intermediate accounting volume. Seems like a smart person. They said, I don't know if this is someone that went to college and started college and working on their degree, and for some odd reason they became homeless, or maybe they just stole it. I don't know. I'm just giving some opinions. It's not facts, just opinions. So don't hold me to it. And I am moving all this stuff up here to avoid don't get poop on your hands. So I'll try not to. Probably out of somebody's bag they stole. Yeah. That's right. They do steal bags and stuff like that. You right. And like I said, it's not facts. It's just opinions. At this point, I can't fact it because I don't have proof. But like I said, I am going to move this up forward. So when I do come out here, it'll help me out to pick this stuff up. It's just, this is public property. I can't get in trouble for throwing away their stuff. It shouldn't have been here in the first place. And the city should fence this in, y'all. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. And then they have on the other side, somebody sleeps over there. So I'm not even, and it's not trashy. It's well kept over there. It looks like, so I don't even have to bother that. But this is just trash. I used to know the people that lived here. And they all pretty much moved out. I'm gonna bring a broom as well when I do come down here, so I can, at least clean the area up, man. I am going to work probably around 4 or 5 o'clock. So I'm not gonna be able to come back down here today and pick all this up. as long as no glass gets popped in, because I have some weak shoes. Step on a nice piece of glass and I'll be through with for the day. I think this is pretty good here. No little flashlight. Got a little bug there yonder. Budweiser shirt. Another shirt. Little kids, look like a little girl's pair of pants. Hopefully that didn't get stolen from a girl, but probably so. Likelihood of that happening probably very, very high. See, we got all this trash down here. It's just sad that homeless people would just trash up the city, man. It's ridiculous. I know that they hurting and all that, but dang, dude, you don't have to go this far out and trash up the city. You can just afford a little bit more higher there. Try to avoid any of that going down the coulee here yonder. Definitely pretty. I love the currents. The currents is just so beautiful. Now I like how I'm gonna get y'all a little closer here yonder. Kind of dark. I know it's a little dark, y'all. I'm gonna try to. See, it comes up here to these apartments. Get some footage of that current there. I love these currents. They're so beautiful, and I tell you what is amazing. And if you look right there at the corner there, it starts twirling. In the Mississippi River, they got a lot of those currents. And if you swim in the Mississippi River and get caught up in a current like that, you're done with. You're going to drown, you're going to die. Those currents are so strong for water. And I love the way a little bit of water can be so destructive. So destructive. I don't enjoy when it destructs our property, but I don't know, it's weird but cool. So I get joy out of all this, man. I get joy out of this. And I love how the current, you got current, the water flowing down. You could barely see the current. You can see the little current going down to the water. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Well, this is it for this content, guys. Trying to make sure I don't get too wet with my shoes and all that. And so I'm gonna. Sucks that a lot of people give stuff to homeless people, and what they do with the stuff they get, given most places where homeless people hang out, end up trashy like this, and that's just sad. It really is, y'all. It's, and believe it or not, I've been thinking about all this stuff that we give to homeless people. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and gonna switch the camera so y'all can see me and my body language. But I've been thinking about this. We give so much to the homeless people, y'all. And what we are doing, not all the time, don't get me wrong, not every time we bless a homeless person, but I guarantee about 90% of homeless people, we are actually hindering them by giving them free. I almost thought somebody was around here, but I was like, shoot. And just to let y'all know, I'm not trying to build fear in y'all. That's not the content I'm doing. I know a lot of YouTubers are purposely building fear and saying that everywhere they go is haunted. I think there's like a mouse or a rat or maybe just some leaf or blowing, whatever. But I'm not here to build this haunted type junk in people's lives. Not every place that people go, they lie to you and tell you it is to build fear, so you can keep on coming back to their channel or whatnot. But it's really sad that we hinder a lot of these homeless people, y'all, and keep giving and keep giving and keep giving. What I would like to see more is saying, okay, you know what? I'll make you a deal. If you want this cold drink, if you want this bag of chips, or you want me to buy you a meal, this is what we can do, is that I'll bless you if you work it off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe keep a bag, empty trash bag, and say, look, let's go out and I'll help you pick up trash too. I'll help you. I will be right on the side of you picking up trash and doing work. Because I'm a firm believer, if you tell someone to do something, you need to do it with them and show them that, hey, if you're gonna work, I'm gonna work as well. And I will do my best to bring content like that in the near future on this channel, because I want to help homeless people out, but I think they need to start working it off. If you ain't willing to work it off, then I know your character. I know that you rather just be lazy and freelance off of people, and I refuse to keep that going. Where are you? Where I'm gonna put these trash bags? That's something I'm working on. No, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Who ain't been homeless? You talking to a dude that when he was 18 years old, he lived in downtown Lafayette and Gulfport, Mississippi. I know what I'm talking about. And I used people, and I didn't want to learn. Okay, I didn't last long because I fled right back to my daddy's house, where I clucked off of him. You see that? That's kind of funny how I'm exposing myself, and I'm exposing how people are corrupt and how they use daddy and mama for a free place to stay, and then be lazy and do whatever they want to because daddy and mommy don't have no authority. So you see, I'm going a step further. There's so many of y'all parents out there, and I can look right dead in the eyes. See, a lot of parents are scared to hang out with me for 15 to 30 minutes because I'm going to figure you out. I'm going to figure you out. Okay? I got my eyes on you, bro. I can tell if you have authority in your life or not. I know. I'm good like that. What do you do now for employment? I work in Eldercons apartments, remodeling apartments. It's not an everyday job. It's a $10 an hour job. It's a side job. So I make $10 an hour whenever I do that. You were smart enough to go home. Well, but the thing is, though, you may say I was smart, but when I went home, daddy didn't have no authority, so I ran all over him. I used him. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. It's pathetic to see so many parents that don't have authority over their own life. Like my question to parents is why you boss your kids around to change, but you can't change yourself. That's my question to parents. You tell kids not to smoke, but you smoke. You tell your kids not to get drunk, but you get drunk. Why should we kids listen to you when you can't change yourself? You don't want us to do it, but it's okay for you to do it. Pretty hypocritical. I'm just saying. What bridge you under? I'm under West Congress. near Fred's, and I'll expose where I'm at because there's nothing to destruct. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're gonna, I mean, blow up the bridge or destroy the bridge. So I can tell you exactly where I'm at. It doesn't matter. Everybody runs around acting like they know what they're doing. In reality, we all are just winging it. Well, I guess there's a little truth to that, but the thing is, though, a lot of people would change if our mentors would change as well. I'm not going to tell you what to do if I can't back it up. I'm not going to tell you to stop smoking if I'm still smoking, which I've been delivered from smoking since 2008 or 2009 on Christmas Day when I got called a hypocrite. Praise the Lord that I got called a hypocrite, because that made me want to change. It made me want to stop smoking, and I gave it up completely. Have never smoked since, and will not go back to it because, first of all, I hate the smell. I know what it causes my lungs. I know it damages my life, and whenever I used to smoke, I damaged other people's lives because I'm forcing them to smell the smoke. Okay, so now that I have identified that the problem, now we can deal with the issue, with the problem, and start working to deal with those problems. Start with the dream, then we turn it into a plan, and if we are lucky enough, we execute that plan. You can't tell someone to stop things if you. That's right, Bayou Bandit. That's right. A lot of, see, what is that thing called? A lot of cheese, but not enough Indians, I guess you could say. Maybe right or wrong, I don't know. But it seems like everybody wants to be the boss, and not enough people want to listen and obey. Um, and to be quite frank with you, in some areas I don't listen neither. I'll go ahead and expose myself. Um, but yeah, if you tell someone to stop doing something, then you must allow them to tell you to stop doing something too. Yeah, and that's a real good relationship. If you have two people in a relationship, but only one is bouncing off the other person ain't bouncing off of them, then there really is no relationship there. A true bond with somebody is, I'm gonna bounce off of you, you're gonna bounce off of me, I'm gonna bounce off of you, you're gonna bounce off of me, and it keeps going back like a bouncy ball. Okay, a relationship is supposed to be like a bouncy ball. You bounce off of each other, ideas, decisions, concerns, financially, when you get married, whatever, or you get a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, or however you want to call it. A relationship it's supposed to be a bouncy ball. I learn from you, you learn from me, I learn from you, you learn from me. Period. It's not that I only learn from you and you don't learn nothing from me. It don't work. I tried that, it didn't work. Yeah, that man, James Freeman was wild on that one. That was wild. I'm sure some cops probably got a good kick out of that one. If you just obey your master, then you'll be okay. But there's some masters. I I'm not gonna even talk about it because I don't know everything about it. But we'll leave that one alone. So what y'all think about this? Has a bunch of spiders in there. That's not freedom. You can't tell anyone to stop doing anything. You're taking away their freedoms unless they are doing something to harm someone. Your feelings do not trump my rights. And you're right, poor Derek Farmer. You're right. But the thing is, though, okay, like smoking. Okay, I'm gonna give a prime example. Okay, so when I was smoking and I'm smoking out in public, what right did I have to force you to inhale my smoke? Okay, sometimes we can hurt people by doing something publicly. Okay, that's Let me give another example. I'm trying to give another example if I can come up with one. Um, okay, another example with smoking. Okay, let's say I'm smoking cigarettes, right? And I have three wonderful kids that depend on daddy to stay alive, stay healthy, and not die in early death. And I get lung cancer. Okay, a lot of smokers believe that. Well, look, dude, I'm smoking cigarettes. I'm only hurting myself. Okay, if that's true, then why did you get lung cancer and why are you dying and why are you leaving your kids behind to take care of their own selves when you could have lived another 20 years by not smoking? Okay, so if you're only hurting yourself, then why, when you die as a smoker, why do your kids and grandkids mourn? Why are they brokenhearted? Answer that question. I hope he watches this video when he gets old. Things are going to change for him. I like seeing youth in action. You know, so many times we believe in these lies that we only hurting ourselves and nobody else is getting hurt. If I would have kept drugs and I'd have gotten shot and murdered because I drug deal, I didn't just hurt myself. I hurt my mom. My dad cares about me. My mom cares about me. My aunts, my uncles, my brothers. I don't have any sisters. I have like some kind of like adopted sisters, sort of say that we kind of like adopted each other, not physically or whatever. You didn't decide to get lung cancer. Well, actually, I did want the lung cancer because I chose to pick the cigarettes up. So, see, that's another lie that we believe. The thing is that we don't have to die before our time. God has a set, God says that, okay, Brandon Dupshan, I'm going to allow you to die at 80 years old, but I pick up smoking and I eat all kinds of junk food and this and that, which is unhealthy, and I die at the age of 50. Well, I lost 30 years of, 50, 60, 70, 80, just make sure that, I killed myself 30 years younger, when God said, I want you to live to 80, but I'm not going to let you just live to 80 if you're going to just disrespect your body. Point blank. My opinion on smoking, it will knock 10 years off your life, maybe. Most people I see, their last 10 years suck. I guess I'll miss that lighting cigarette now. Well, it's your decision. I'm not forcing smokers to stop. I'm just saying it's your decision. But at the end of the day, you're gonna pay the consequence for hurting your family from dying at an early age when you didn't have to die early. Just saying, you're gonna reap a harvest. When your deathbed, you're gonna have so many regrets because you could have did more for your kids, you could have did more in your life, but you chose to do what you want to do. That's the good thing about having choices in life. Like for example, if I had a gun right now and I decided to walk up to someone and take their life away when they didn't do me anything harmless, who's gonna have to pay the consequences for doing that? I'm gonna have to pay that consequence, right? Well, just like whenever I smoke, I'm gonna have to pay the consequences for why my kids are gonna be hurting if I had kids. I'm just using it as a demonstration. I'm gonna have to answer to that. I'm gonna have to answer to that. Havoc worker, a beast dose poisoning would kill me before cigarettes. And you might be right. You might be right. I don't know. I don't know a lot of people that die from a beast dose or whatever how you pronounce that, whatever. But I do know that I lost two people from tobacco smoking. One that kept smoking and died, and one that quit for 10 years and still got the lung cancer. But the one that I appreciate the most is the one that quit. I have more respect for that guy for quitting smoking and dying anyway than the one that died from smoking. Yeah, but you know what? They may mourn their loss, but guess what? They still got a broken heart. And that broken heart has to deal with that too. Until they either forgive to release that pain, or they're gonna live in misery and pain for the rest of their life. I don't want who said that I want them to mourn for me? because they can't mourn for you. I don't think this video was all about me. I think the video was well, it was actually about the bridge. And then somebody said something, and it opened up another door to witness a little bit. I don't think I'm being prideful. I don't buy. I'm the one that stopped smoking. I'm the one that don't have to live with regrets for the rest of my life because I'm harming people's lives. I don't really care if you do smoke or not, because it's not hurting me right now because I'm not around you. I don't, we don't have that friendship relationship bond. So it's not really hurting me if you die today from blunt smoke. So I'm not quite worried about that. What do you? Let me see. Some scenery while you talk, me. We want to see. Oh, okay. That's. I'll do this then. Okay, I'll show y'all. Let me see how my battery is. Let me go ahead and plug up one of my little battery chargers. Oh, there's my gum. That's what I was looking for earlier. I'm gonna do a little bit of walking right here. I probably shouldn't do that. So I didn't bring my boots, but whatever. Hold on, let me I'm plugging up getting my phone charger ready. Plug up. I'm not gonna walk back there. It's going into someone's property, but I want to give you a little scenery there. But anyway, we'll get off of that topic for a minute there. Do need to find somewhere to throw all that junk. I guess I have to call the city or something, see how I can handle that up. Either that or maybe I could put it on the side of the road right here or something. $12:59 p.m. Central Time. A.m. through 7 p.m. They say strictly enforced. That's why you shouldn't trust the cops, because it's not strictly enforced. They're liars. Put a sign saying one thing, they don't back it up. It's another reason why I put my trust in Jesus, not the police. There you go. Thank you so much for not speeding and acting like a douchebag, because I would have got you on film. And he put his blinkers on, so that's a big blessing. Yeah, I do have a question. Why do a lot of car dealerships sell cars without blinkers? Kind of curious about that. Because I see a lot of dealerships not putting on, blessing people with blinkers. Tell you what, if my car didn't come with blinkers, you better believe I would be bringing that back. Are you offended, Poor Dirt Farmer? When I did care, I said something. I told you to stop. Stop doing it. If you don't, then I don't care. It's your choice. I care enough to tell you something. See, law enforcement, see, look at this. Oh, we stopped, bro. Dang it, dude. What? We ain't breaking the law. I don't have much of a blinker, just like a hand signal, but can't really drive and do the blinkers at the same time. Might have to buy me some blinkers or something like that, you know? When if I get some blinkers put on my shirt, just tell it left turn, right turn. I don't know. Might put it on my ball cap or something in the back. California. Oh, yeah, sometimes I gotta block these cars from being impatient, because they would be very impatient, try to kill somebody. I'm a rear view mirror, baby. Rear view mirror. That's on film, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think I'm gonna give y'all that. See my reflection. That's the best rear view mirror. See what's in front and what's in back. And y'all can see too. See, look, stop to the stop sign, law enforcement. See, stop sign. I don't have to put on my blinkers because I'm going to show you. Look at that, look at that. See, that car is in the middle of the road. So legally, if someone wanted to hit that person, legally they could just go ahead and do it and catch a lawsuit. Boom. That's what happens when you study the law. You understand the law. Because legally they were still parked here. So I must see what I can film. Wish me luck. Always film the police. That's right, bro. They have blinkers. People just don't. That's right, Bandit. Sad that people. Well, it's nice to have a rear view mirror on a bicycle. It's not really on the bicycle, it's on me. Where's that beautiful dog at? Oh, I didn't see him today. Should you really think that I need a permit to pick up trash in this city? I don't buy that. I'm doing something good. They need to respect that. I'm gonna try to tell me I got city ain't gonna tell me nothing. They got me trouble. I'm gonna go out and pick up all kind of trash. The city should be doing it. It's underneath that bridge, not mine. Don't blow them, he belongs to the city. That's what they claim. So why don't you get off your lazy butt and go and pick it up then? Don't force people like me to go out and do that. But I'm gonna do it because I'm trying to make content on my video, on my channel. So I'm gonna do that to make content because I need content. Sometimes you do free things to make content. And because I have a kind heart to keep trash out of my river that the city don't really care about. Yeah, that's 100% true. They enforce the law, they break the law on a daily basis. And they get away with it. I'm here today day. Yeah, it feels good out here, man. It feels great. Oh, by the way, I bought this shirt that I'm wearing. I think it was Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. It's very comfortable. I bought it at a cowboy store near the Acadiana Mall, and paid. It was like $29. So who's working over there? All right, let me see. I'm gonna cut this off, y'all, because I'm gonna go see if mom is. It's not my legal mom, but I call her mom. Is up. So I'll see y'all later.